that I'm going to get my friends and people who have partnered with me over the years and say to them, rather than buy me presents, why just support this cause. We even have some cases that we're working on right now.
I'm sorry. We're not going to allow you to speak too much today because so many people are willing to speak to you.
Oh, my word.
Uche is on the line. Hello, Uche. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you for having me back.
All right, go ahead, please.
Even if you keep me 1 hour, I will be watching. I appreciate your MD a lot.
All right.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
she is my age mate. She has said her age. I was about to go out when you mentioned your guest. I stayed back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam, well done.
Thank
you are
you very
blessed
much.
already.
Thank you.
Well done. Continue the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you,
That's
Uche.
all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Uche. That's shocking. So I thought you were going to talk about restructuring. Anyways, yes, so just on it.
I'm sure that at some point, because you take up cases and issues that are quite sensitive, have there been any time that you just wanted to give up? And what has been keeping you going? Because I'm sure there will have been threats at some point, like that of the police officer and his girlfriend. Have there been any time where you just felt, you know what, I think I want to throw in the towel on this?
No. The answer to that would be no. I mean, I've been overwhelmed sometimes, like you want to help everybody. You hear all these cases, every single one is important. But what it has taught me is that I'm very privileged. I've rich or poor, money in my pocket or not, I realize that I have grace. And what a lot of these things have done for me is to actually help me redefine what is important. I have come to a stage in my life where I can let go of anything that money can buy, because I realize that that is not what life is about. That the important thing are the lives you touch. We're not going to go away with anything. Sponsoring children through school, empowering widows, all those things that we've done. For me, I mean, we've worked with the Home for the Blind, street children, orphanages, things like that. The truth is, if I look back, for everything that I've had to do, God has always provided a solution. I can't even say it's hard work. I keep saying that it's grace. So I have never really it has never occurred to me to stop. Never. I believe that that is why I'm blessed.
Okay.
And so if that is why God is blessing me, why would I want to stop that?
And talking about Iowa, are the principles of the new Iowa, is it different from FESECA?
First of all, from inside out is touching lives, changing society. To FESECA, to Iowa Foundation, it's still touching lives and changing society. Because once you can touch a life, society can be changed. If I do good to you, you would want to pay it forward, except you're not normal. You would remember that somebody helped you get to where you are. And for that reason, you know, I keep saying this, you cannot be so rich that you will drive 2 cars at the same time. Neither can you be so rich that you sleep on 2 beds. Basically, the things we need to be comfortable in life are not that many. And the second we start to reorientate people to realize that there's nothing you are carrying away. Everything ends here. And the poor man and the rich man is all 6 foot under. It doesn't matter. If you put in a gold casket, it's still going down. It's not going to hang in the sky.
Okay, now, there's so many foundations now in Nigeria, so-called humanitarian foundation. They pose themselves as a foundation. At the end of the day, the results are always different from what we expected. In your own case, I mean, looking at 2018, now where we have so many youth, jobless youths in Nigeria, we have seen that social media is now the new avenue for, asking for money, asking for help. How has your own been so far? Have you gotten those kind of response? And has there been any case of, fraud amongst all those that are always asking for help?
I remember during the 15th anniversary, somebody asked me a question that from all the people that come to me, how do I decide who is genuine and who has a need?
Yes.
I think that's what you're asking.
Yes.
And the answer to that is, I go by my conscience. There are people that I meet. Well, have I been defrauded? Probably. But I don't worry about that, because here's what I say to people. Whatever you declare with your mouth will become yours. If you have and you decide to become a beggar, you will be a beggar. It's that simple. If you do not know that you are more blessed by giving rather than receiving, and you think you can defraud me, you cannot defraud me. The money I give to you is not going to end my life. And then what do you do with it? Because you have deprived somebody who really needs that help. So I do not lose sleep. Once my conscience tells me to give, I give. I do not lose sleep over whether that person is going to use it well or not. But having said that, it doesn't make me a stupid person. Because there are also people who have genuine needs. But you know that once you put cash in their hand, other needs will supersede that. Let me use the instance of widows. I found out a long time ago that when you give them money, they have so many issues that they want to solve so many things, and they leave what is important. So when we want to empower widows, for instance, we never give cash. What we say is, what business do you want to start? And most of the time, it's usually not anything major. It's either food stuff, cold room, something like that. And then you can empower them to start that business. Either it's a freezer. Some will tell you they want grinding machine, sewing machine. We buy those things, and then we hand them over to them.
Instead of giving them cash.
So if I'm going to pay a child's school fees, for instance, or somebody comes to me and says, oh, I'm in university, I can't pay my fees, or I'm in secondary school, I can't pay my fees. I'm going to tell you, bring your results and then give me your school account details. I will not give you cash. I've had that kind of situation where somebody came to me and was, oh, Ma, please, my school fees and everything. I said, okay, give me your result, bring it. And then she now starts to tell me another story. Actually, that's it. You can't even come back.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's really an eye-opener, because most of the time, most of these celebrities have complained that, oh, people ask them how to pay school fees, and then they send these monies like that. Now that's a new way. I mean, doing it for over 20 years, what do you expect? But we'll take a breather now. Let's see, during the rebranding of the whole Inside Out with Agatha Foundation, we've said that there have been a couple of events that has been done so far, like the Girl Child, International Girl Child Day, and also the mental health. We'll take a look at that and what she had to say there, and then we'll come back and talk on more. Stay tuned.
So today is the International Day for the Girl Child, yes? How many of you here are from mixed school? There are boys in your school. All of you. I'm going to say some things. When you come first or second or third or fourth in your class, do you come first among girls or first overall? Or do they give position for girls, position for boys? Yes. They don't? Yes. So if you come first, it means you beat the boys? Yes. Okay. So if you know that from now, what that should tell you is that you can compete anywhere. If there's no first position for girls, different from first position for boys, what it tells you is that anything that you want to do, can do. That there's nothing that a boy is doing that you cannot do. That's what that means. Because as you go through life, you're going to be competing against men, from boys to men. And you will get to a certain stage of your life where you start to tell, here, you are a girl or you are a woman. You cannot do it. It's a lie. Because from when you were born, as you went through life, you were competing and you were winning. So the first thing you should know is there's nothing that you want to do or you want to achieve that you cannot achieve.
Now, during the International Day for a Girl Child, in your speech there, you said that there is no first position for a girl or a guy or a boy. Now, right now, everyone is talking about feminism, 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 women activists here and there. Everybody, what a man can do, a woman should be able to do it better, equal rights and all that. What's your take on equality?
Let me state clearly, I'm not a feminist. I don't have any views on that. I just believe that as a human being, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. I don't believe because you're female, you should be accorded some special recognition because you have a brain. You have a brain. I think what we need more is a reorientation. There's an entitlement mentality. A woman believes when she comes into your office dressed a certain way or very emotional about something or she cries a bit, that she can get what she wants. We should stop all of that. The truth of the matter is that if women supported women, men don't stand a chance. Because there are more women.
True.
Let's even start with that. What if the truth of women are the worst culprits of what I'm saying? If a woman aspired to be president tomorrow, women will vote for her.
Word. Okay, now
so,
still.
Amazing.
What are we talking about?
Now still on it, still in your years of touching life and changing the society, have you gotten feedback from people that you have somehow helped so far? And what's the most touching one?
I can't remember. I've done so many. I don't do things for the feedbacks. I don't even do it for the thank you. I do it because it's the right thing to do. And also because the person that I need to acknowledge me, God, already does and has. So it's not about the person I'm doing it for. I can do something for you and you never get back to me. It doesn't make any difference to me. Like I said, I go with my conscience. It's not, the thank yous, well, if you say it's nice. If you don't say it doesn't matter.
Now let's talk about projects in pipeline that as regards Iowa, because we know that there are projects that are currently being worked on at the moment.
What are the projects?
What are the projects?
Okay, so let me say one of the reasons why I decided to do the foundation properly.
Okay.
I realized that I'm at a stage where the requests are many and I cannot do everything. At first, I was very wary of launching a foundation because like you rightly pointed out, there's been a lot of fraudulent activity and I didn't want anybody to say, they see me driving a Range Rover, they'll now say the money they donated is what I used to buy my Range Rover, or I live in a house. I was very careful. So I did only what I could do. I remember when we tried to, I think it was about 3 years ago, we hosted widows and we had close to 5,000 widows and I couldn't cater for all of them. I felt very bad. And then I realized that the NGO had grown bigger than me. And I would be doing God a disservice if I did not use what he has blessed me with, which is also the ability to reach out and use media to provide better solutions. So for that reason, I thought, okay, so now I have to take it one step further, which is launching a foundation to be able to reach out and help a lot more people. That is what informed that decision. I can still do the little things I do without any help. But if I'm going to have impact, there's no way I can do it alone. That has become clear.
Now, okay, so since 2005, who are you said some people individuals have come out to support you.
I'm not going to mention names of individuals.
What about
corporate
brands?
Organizations such as Dufil,
okay,
Indomie. We've had quite a few partners. Even Globalcom has helped us empower widows. I remember Lagos State government has been very helpful. The past administration of the Delta State government under Dr. Emmanuel Udua, Lagos State in particular, especially when it concerns cases that have to do, they're my partners. They're my partners. We've had youth summits, they've given me use of like Teslim Balogun Stadium, a lot of people. I mean, I can't begin to pick all of them right now off the top of my head, but my friends especially have been. I have friends that are sponsoring children through school from orphanages and homes. I have a young girl now who is in final year in Babcock.
Wow.
Who was in a girls' remand home. I have the ones that have graduated. I have those working. And you see, when you're able to do this, I want to be able to do this on a larger scale. And that's why I am finally coming out and saying, okay, let's learn. And I'd like to have partners. I say this because no amount is too small. We have something called the Ankara Drive, which I realized a lot of us go to weddings. Some of us don't even sew the Ankara. There are some who sew it after the wedding. You don't know where it is.
Of course, that's the end.
Then I collected some and gave to widows, and they were dancing. It was their Christmas dress. It is incredible the things we take for granted. Last year, we took widows' children and we put them as part of the Rave Family Fun Fair. Usually, I would have a party for them in their own space. This time, I thought, let's buy tickets from the Rave Family Fun Fair and send them to join other children. And the children from Ajegule, who came in Molue buses, got there. And the first thing they said was, "Na Lagos be this." And you just realize that there are things that you have and you take for granted. That there are children, you know, when I saw that this changed their perception, I realized that it gives them a vision of something better.
And I'm sure right now a lot of people are watching and they want to be part of what is happening. How can they be, you know, a part of the idea?
Okay, I've never known how to beg for money, so this part is really hard. But I always say a life that cannot touch another life is a wasted life. It's better for you to be dead. Because God is not going to come down and do for man what he expects man to do for himself. When he blesses you and he empowers you, he needs you to reach out to the next person because you are the God they will see. You are the person that can change their worldview and their perception of life. So I'm saying that anybody who wants to be a part of this, you can become an Iowa partner. We have 4 projects that we're working on. That is minus the, this thing. We have, it's sad. I mean, we have a young boy. One of my staff went to interview the young man yesterday, and they were saying he is brilliant. He wasn't born blind. He's blind. He has accommodation. I mean, he has admission into university. His mother is blind.
Wow.
His father abandoned them, 5 children. We have a young girl who had a problem. She had her leg amputated. Mother is a widow. They have 5 children. They've been living in Ajegunle by the dump site for over 5 years. That one, we want to get the girl limbs, send her back to school all the way to university, get her mom a new accommodation, something they can afford, and start her up on a business. There's a young boy, David, who's 4. He has kidney issues. He can't use the bathroom. He needs surgery. He's going to need a kidney. I mean, we're trying to raise about 10 million. It's a lot.
Wow.
And so as many partners as we can get, we'll be very grateful for.
All right, thank you. So November 4th is your birthday.
Yes.
Why did you choose to have the launch of the relaunch, let me use that word, of the Iowa,
really the launch of Iowa
Iowa
Foundation
on your birthday?
Because people would normally buy me presents and do stuff for me, and I'm saying, instead of doing that, and everybody who knows me knows that's key. So I'm going to be selfless and say, on my birthday, this is the present I am asking of you. Support the foundation, give to us, let's reach out and touch lives. So that is the reason why I chose that day. Because normally I receive a lot on that day. I mean, in terms of cake, sometimes in the past I'll get 30 cakes, 35 cakes, 40 cakes. I start to send to different homes and all that. Don't do that this year. Support Iowa Foundation. Let's hit the 10 million. Let's take care of all these issues.
How can people get across to you? I mean, you're not one person who is used to begging, but a good thing she's not on social media, yes, so please, yeah.
I don't even know what my handle is. It's my name, though. It's my name on Instagram. I'm not sure what it is on Twitter.
Okay.
I think it's the same.
Then it's my name on Facebook.
Okay.
Yes. And then we have our account as well. And then you can also get, Iowa Foundation is also on Instagram, Twitter, and I think Facebook.
Now, on a lighter note, you have a Rave television. You also have Trend 100.9.
100.
100.9 FM Asaba. Tell us this too. Why did you decide to venture into TV and a radio business at the same time?
It's what I do. I'm a media person. It just seemed like the next logical step to go into. I wanted to do just radio at first, and I saw opportunity in Delta State because at the time, and we're the first private radio station there. So at the time, I knew that we were going to be starting off something that was novel in that area in terms of private radio. And so we decided to go into it. TV, I've always believed that you should be able to empower people no matter what. And these two organizations, my dream is that they run without me, which is why what Peter was saying, that's why I don't come out, because it's not about me. I've done my bit.
All right.
Yeah.
But just to add to it, you also have an NGO, Iowa, and yet you'll be 49 in like a few weeks' time,
Yes.
and you still look
What's
10
the
years,
secret?
20 years younger.
Oh,
What's the
Jesus.
secret?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God. Wow, thank you so much, Agatha Amata, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having
me.
me.
We see you on the 4th of November. Yes, how many people are invited? Are you giving us any free tickets to give to, some of our well-meaning...
Yeah, yeah. For those who want to, you have to be wanting to give. It's not to come and eat rice. This birthday is not for rice.
Okay.
There's rice, but you have to want to partner with us. That's the story behind it. There are projects I really would like to execute, and I really would appreciate as much support as I can get. I know that we're going somewhere, and I know that some of these children are destined for great things. They just need help. So I'd like to appeal to everyone to support us. You can always get in touch with me directly, social media, or the Iowa Foundation, or send an email, whatever you choose. And if you want to come for my birthday, please come, and come with a check. Thank you very much. God will bless you as you do.
Amen. Come one and come all. Thank you so much. And on that note, we'll wrap up the curtain for today. My name is Amina Atairu, and on behalf of Dakbo and also Benga Yonuga and all the fantastic crew. I don't have so many ladies behind the crew, the camera today, just one. Yeah, I always like to acknowledge everybody. And my creative director too. Thank you so much, the soundman and everyone who made the show very interesting and interactive today. Thank you. Let's do this again, same time tomorrow. Bye-bye.
What time is it? Yeah. Jack it up. Jack it up. Jack it up.